What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, we finna talk about this Chargers joint practice. Hey, we them boys, man, you know we gon' get at it. Now let's talk about what happened in this practice. Let's go. Okay, first things first, let's talk about your quarterback, young Ryan Dakota. He was willing and dealing. He was making a living and a killing on the Chargers defense, man. He was throwing dimes left and right. He was dropping them dead in the basket, had a couple touchdown passes. They say Dak was on fire. And you gotta think, Dak is going up against a pretty solid defense, an outstanding defense on paper. They got Derwin James, they got Joey Bosa, then they just brought in Khalil Mack. They got a solid secondary and a solid front seven. So Dak was doing all of this with one hand behind his back, without having CeeDee Lamb, without having Noah Brown. Dak was still balling in his bag, looking stellar with a limited amount of weapons out there. Shout out to young Ryan Dakota. Okay, Tony Pollard finally got some work at wide receiver. They wasn't just selling us a dream, it was real this time. It actually manifested into the field, unlike the other times when they just lied to us and, you know, sold us a dream. But Tony was out there doing some real wide receiver things. I seen one play he motioned and came on a wheel route. Then one play I think he lined up in the slot and went up the seam, and Dak hit him with a dime, but Tony didn't bring it in. He got to wheel that one in though. But it's exciting to see Tony Pollard working that wide receiver. Now let's talk about Dennis Houston. We know we've been calling him the Cinderella story, but now this story is real. It's no longer fiction. He done moved himself on up like the Jeffersons on this depth chart, and a lot of these wide receivers been put on notice. He's an undrafted player, but he made an outstanding catch in the red zone. Dak threw a Hail Mary pass. He was on his A-Rod like to end the practice, and Dennis Houston came down with it. It was a monstrous catch. He caught it on everybody. He even caught it on Semi Fehoko. He just jumped up and took it and ended practice like that. That was an outstanding play. He kicked the football, you know, he was lit. He had everybody lit. Even the defensive side of the ball ran on the field. I seen Jay Run, Trey, even some coaches. Dennis Houston has won over this locker room without question. He has been on absolute fire. Now my boy Death Grip Smith, Tyler Smith, hide your kids, hide your wife. He is back on the loose. I seen some individual drills, man. Tyler Smith just anchoring down. He told him he cannot pass go. He just stopped all momentum from these defensive tackles, man. Tyler Smith looking outstanding. And at this point, I'm ready to go and sign a petition. Like my boy Boss Cowboy Sports say, shout out to Boss Cowboy. We need to free Tyler Smith, man. It's getting ridiculous. We don't understand why McGovern getting more snaps than him at this point. Let this man be who he is. Let this man get his snaps. We see the footage. We see the tape. We see the practices. It looks like Tyler Smith is clearly the better offensive guard. So stop playing on his top. Let him get his reps. He done earned it. Okay, now let's talk about this defense. And my boy DeRon Anything But Bland is back on the tear. He was on fire today at practice. I seen him jump up defending Mike Williams. So this is not no little Rudy Poots. These ain't no no-name players. DeRon Bland doing it against starters now. So he's bumping himself up that depth chart. I know he's a 5th round pick. I know this just practice, but he even got an interception on Justin Herbert. I'm telling you, this boy is a playmaker. Now, he done showed us some ball skills, some great coverage, some awareness. This man has all the traits to be an outstanding corner. I'm not saying that he's going to the Pro Bowl, but he will be a decent player for this Dallas Cowboys defense, especially with Jordan Lewis going down. That means more snaps for DeRon Bland. You see he done skipped, leapfrogged a couple of people on this depth chart like Kelvin Joseph and Nashawn Wright. He has taken this camp by storm. That boy DeRon Bland is coming for everybody's job. He is playing for keeps. Shout out to him. I can't wait to see him this preseason game. tomorrow. Now let's talk about LVE, the Wolf Hunter. Now everybody in Cowboy Nation, and most of us, was calling for his head, saying that he was old, saying he was slow, saying he was injury prone, but LVE has been showing out in camp. He has been balling. He caught an interception on Justin Herbert. You know he always been a decent coverage linebacker, but our only question was, can he hold up? Can he withstand the constant car wrecks that you have as a linebacker and make it out clean and stay playing healthy for a whole season? Now let's talk about Micah Parsons, the man, the myth, the legend. This man has been dominating in camp. He has been unblockable. A lot of people don't even want to talk about him because he's making the impossible look routine. Micah Parsons is looking in mid-season form. I've been hearing rumors that he's even looking improved. So if Micah Parsons didn't improve, watch out for the league. That's bad news. He is coming for that sack rucker. He's coming for your quarterback. The young lion is hungry. So y'all better beware and be ready because he ain't playing with him. He is coming for your head. But that's all I got for you today, man. Just holla at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.